this chapter can just be closed.
And
So here we are, and I'm going to talk about it all. There's so much going on with James Charles right now that I do not support, that I do not agree with. And I tried to be that person for you, James. I really tried. I don't think there's any getting through to you, and I don't want to be friends with you. I don't want to be associated with you. And I need to say that very publicly so that this chapter can just be closed. He contacted me through my DMs, when he was first starting out. He was 17. He was wide-eyed and ready to make it on Instagram and social media. And, he kind of had his YouTube channel going, but not really. I've never screwed him over. I've never publicly humiliated him. I've never done any of that. And a lot of people who are buddy-buddy with him right now have not always had his best interest. They didn't want him to succeed. They saw this new kid coming up and they're like, no, this is not going to happen. And I was constantly like, you're talented. You've got this. Keep going. What do you need? How can I help you? I had a lot of influence at the time. My channel was much bigger. Come on my channel, do my makeup. We started talking pre-Cover Girl, so we're talking before everything exploded. And I had his back then. I invited him to my wedding. He didn't have money for the flight or hotel, so I paid for that happily. We helped him get into Style Hall back when basically no one wanted to work with him because of his Ebola scandal, and everyone was really afraid that he was very toxic. But once again, we had his back. They got a boutique management around him. They finally taught him how to monetize his videos. He was making $90 a video, and because of me and my husband, he was making $2,500 immediately from a switch being flipped. I've promoted him, I've supported him, I've put him in so many videos. Every time that I hold up a Morphe item, I always say use code James, because I wanted him to make it and make enough money to feel like he had the resources to do what he really wanted to do and make money. I would. If I could give him advice, I did. If he needed a safe landing, I was here. I came over to my house, it was really, really late at night, and he was super upset. And it had to do with his Morphe deal, because the percentage they were offering him was not great, to be honest. And at the time, I personally felt that he deserved more. To the public, it didn't really look great. So James was kind of stressed out about that. He hadn't signed his contract, so I negotiated another deal on the side for him that would have given him $1 million the following week with a guarantee and with a higher percentage. It's going to be like the downfall of your career. Don't do it. Don't expose the community, because you're part of the community. Do you think you're better than everyone? Because you're not. Something that I'm really, really big on is respect, and it was really hard to see the way he was treating Marlena from Makeup Geek. I did not like that. I also don't think that it's cool to publicly shame a woman who paved the way. Get off your high horse and have some respect. You don't have any for the people who are in this industry longer than you, and that's the sad fact. Last phone conversation that James Charles and I had, he said some things telling me about a situation that happened in Seattle at my birthday, and it literally made me want to vomit. Oh my God, you tried to trick a straight man into thinking he's gay yet again, and somehow you're the victim. It's really disgusting to manipulate someone's sexuality, especially when they are still, emerging into adulthood and don't quite have everything figured out. You are using your fame, your power, your money to play with people's emotions. You're threatening to ruin them. You're threatening to embarrass them. And you're doing that to have them behave sexually in your favor, even if they're straight. How dare you laugh about it and make meme after meme and retweet and this and that, and I love straight boys, and make it a joke. Because this behavior is not normal. It's not okay. I to I had enough respect for you and love for you and care for you to tell you to go and get some help. I told you that this was not good and that you could have your career completely destroyed. His parents came to visit. They had dinner over at my house and they were lovely. And you guys loved meeting his parents. I was shocked, but not his parents. I thought around his parents that he would not behave this way. It was just no big deal. Sucking dick and cock. I'm just oh my God. time and place. And you did it at my birthday dinner. And I made excuses for you then. You were talking in detail about things you wanted to do to the waiter. And when I said, James, he's straight, your response was, doesn't matter, I'm a celebrity. So freaking gross. And you said that in front of my family, in front of my childhood friends. I had to call every one of them up the next morning and apologize on your behalf because it was so uncomfortable. James Charles's parents left my home. You know, Christy, you grabbed my hand and you said, you know, thank you for looking out for my boys. Like, keep looking out for them. And I have. And like, I'm handing that back to you. Like, you need to not be on Instagram liking comments and sharing with people that you're disappointed that I'm upset. You need to be not on Instagram. You need to be here in LA because your boys need you. I do also want to tell you guys, you know, add insult to injury, the Sugar Bear hair thing, that was a blatant lie. Like, come on. You went to Coachella, somehow had a security issue, and magically Sugar Bear hair is there with a contract in hand to save the day for you and all of your friends. So when you pair up with my #1 competitor, it's embarrassing to me. Is it going to crush my business? No. But it's embarrassing, and you know that because of things I've had to deal with in the past. You sold out me, but you threw away our friendship, but you lied to me, made up a story. You knew this would be embarrassing for me. No, our relationship is not transactional. I have never asked you for anything in return. You should have walked away. You should have held on to your integrity. You're a phony. I know that now. I know that you're easily bought, that a good time is more important to you than your integrity. Just think that that swipe up with a tracking code and hashtag ad that had to stay up for 24 hours, by the way, I think that was planned out, and I'm not good with that. Like, you threw me under the bus. You knew how much it would hurt. I told you, like, I texted you, hey, I'll give you a sponsorship if you want one. Like, don't do this. It will hurt me. And you kept it up for 24 hours. Of course I didn't want to call you back. But then you go and post an apology and you can't even mention my brand name. Like, I'm not an idiot. I know what contracts look like. I know what the exclusivities look like. And it just smelled rotten to me. And it just was the timing of it all off the heels of me finding out about ways that you've been behaving that I don't agree with, for you to lie to me and make me the villain and go around and circulate a story to work on your side, saying that I'm loving the drama because it's improving sales. That's not the case. You're my family. I love you still. This is not about money. Like, you guys have to understand, like, I'm freaking afraid of him. Like, he's 19 and I'm afraid of him. Like, that's messed up. He knows a lot of my business detail. He knows a lot of what's around the corner for me and my brand. I've been very open with him.
And I, to Tati and James Westbrook, I'm sorry for everything that is going on, everything that I've put you through over the past few weeks. I met Tati and James almost 3 years ago now, when I was first coming into the industry and when I had no friends and nobody to talk to or look up to. And Tati very quickly took on a parental role with me because she knew my parents were across the country. And over the past few years of knowing her family, her and her husband have given me so much love and advice and opportunities and a place to stay and a shoulder to cry on at 3 a.m. and support when nobody else would or wanted to. And I'm so disappointed in myself that I ruined a relationship that did mean so much to me, even if I didn't do the best job of showing it all the time. And through all of this, what sucks the most is that I know there's nothing I can say or do to ever earn that friendship or trust back. But I don't blame them for it. Most of my career over the past few years has been about me making mistakes and trying to learn and grow from them. And I haven't always done the best job of that. I can admit that. But I have always tried. Because I know there's a lot of people watching me and that a lot of people look up to me as a role model. And I hate knowing that I disappointed not only them, but most importantly, 2 people that have been role models to me. The boy situation. Boys have been a topic that I've talked a lot about on my social media journey, and it's a topic that I wish I hadn't. I've been involved in a lot of very unique and strange situations that have left people confused or upset. And I've learned the hard way about ways that I can interact with boys that I'm interested in, and also ones that I should or shouldn't be talking to. This is a conversation that I know a lot of people are uncomfortable with, and it's something that I should have been far more careful with bringing into the public eye, especially with the last situation that just happened. I've had to learn it the hard way. The brand deal and the security guard, I've already told my truth about this twice. And instead of talking about it for a third time and explaining it and going into detail and pulling up receipts, it doesn't matter. And I understand that no matter what I say or do, there are always going to be people that don't believe me and will think that I'm lying, and that's okay.